Hey, 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 hey. So you guys know when you push the live button, this is so funny. When you push the live button and it's like loading, 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 I always have like this false sense of extra time to put on my gloss. Like always. And every time it catches me putting on gloss, I'm always like, every time. All right, so y'all, so I made some mistakes in 2020. You guys always are hearing about like the wins that I made in 2020, but I never talk about, or hardly ever talk about, the mistakes that I made in 2020. And so we're gonna talk about them. We're gonna talk about them so I can help you guys not make the same mistakes. Hey, Mandy. Say hey when you hop on, guys, so I know you're here. So let's get into it because you guys know I care about the people on the replay because I don't want to be too long. Remember back in the day when I used to do those long makeup videos? Haha. Okay, so number one mistake that I made in 2020, especially at the beginning of 2020, and you guys probably remember this. I think I cared too much of what others think. Like I was in between. I had a decision to make if I was going to stay with one company and I was going to make the pivot. And what took me so long with that decision is because I was worried about what others thought and not what I needed to do, not what God told me to do. And it delayed me, which brings me to number two. It delayed me on making a move because I was being disobedient to God, that's point number two. But my first is because I truly didn't want to make a change and everyone be upset with me, you know? And so if you are a business owner right now, you can't care. Hey, Janelle, you cannot care about what others think. If they aren't, I gotta say this gently, if they aren't building that business with you, like if they are not a part of the decision table for that business, so if they're not part of your team, you can't care with the other things. If they're not coming from a wise background, they're just coming from, from an irrelevant background and what their opinions really don't matter, then don't care. Don't waste your time worrying about what they're gonna say about the decisions you're gonna make for your family. Don't care. So that was the first mistake that I made. And then in that mistake I was making is that I've learned, it was the first time being disobedient to God in 2020 was that, because it was taking me so long and God there was signs after signs that I told you to move and you're doing this. And so I was like, okay, I'm being disobedient. And there were more because I wanted to do it my way. Hi, Colleen. I wanted to do it my way, y'all. And so when you are disobedient, you think God is going to just miraculously be like, oh, okay, I'm just going to keep, blessing you in your business, and you're not doing what I'm telling you to do because you have fear. You're not doing what I'm telling you to do because you're not listening. Sit down, girl. Hey, sit down. Get centered and listen to me. And so in 2020, God moved my family so much because I had to sit down and be obedient. I think I told you guys this story before. I know I told you guys this story. It wasn't in my plans to actually, all the things that happened in 2020 was not in my plans, but I'm so glad that God is God and here we are. So, he allowed me to be a coach. It was on my I got lost track. It was on my 5-year plan. To be a coach was always to me 5 years from now, I need to grow my network marketing space because I feel called here in network marketing. I need to grow it out. I need to grow it out. I need to support this team. And God kept telling me, he kept bringing women into my life that had the things that I wanted, that were coaches and also had network marketing. I'm like, God, but I don't want to do right. I don't want to do it right now. Don't I have to have this and this and that? And anyway, make a long story short, you guys know I became a coach. But a lot of things that are great in my life came from me being scared. And I say that all the time. But they also came from me being part of my fear. I was being disobedient. Like, we downsized our home. Y'all, if anyone can downsize their home, like, if I can do it, anyone can. Anyone can. I was like, so my husband had told me years prior, I think we should downsize our home. Our mothers no longer live with us. We know we do not need to have this big ass home. Like, let's downsize and pay off the debt. And so finally this year I was obedient and I was like, okay, let's downsize. Let's get out of this debt. Let's cash flow some stuff. So we've downsized. You guys know the story. We no longer have car payments. We don't have any other debt besides our mortgage and our freaking student loans. So anyway, that was another place. Okay, and then last point, because you guys know I like to do everything in 3 points, and then I'll let y'all go home. This one's hard for me to say because I want to say it right. So who out there are my Enneagram 2s? So I am an Enneagram 2 wing 3. So Enneagram 2 means that you are a helper. You will die in order to help someone else. And that's legit me. Now imagine that person with Enneagram 3, because I'm a wing 3, which means you're an achiever. And so I like to win. I achieve things. I'm a boss. And so when you mix that with a 2, someone that's helping, that means I want everyone to win. And I will slow down my success so that she could win, so that they can win. And when my team was growing like wildfire, I just remembering my personal business taking a halt. And it can take a halt because I have to grow, but it did because I'm a freaking empath and I'm a freaking Enneagram 2. And I just wanted to be in a space, be a great leader. And so I learned this year that I have to practice self-care and rest. That in order for me to be the leader that God called me to be, in order to be the business owner that I needed to focus on my personal development, my mental health, and I needed to take care of me. And so I had to hire help for me, y'all. I had to hire help because I wasn't doing it and I was being disobedient and I still wasn't putting myself first. And I found myself some days being so sad because it was never enough. All my work was never enough as being a leader. I'm still a leader, but being their leader, I always felt like there was something else I needed to do. Something else I needed. Now I solved this problem. I created a bot for this. Now I got to do this. Now I got to do that. Now I got to do that. And God was like, stop. And so stop and listen. You are a wonderful leader. You just need to rest. You just need to hire a coach. So I hired a coach during that time. Thank you. That was the best thing I could have done. That was the best thing I could have done in that season because I was able to get centered on the Lord and to hear him clearly and what he wanted me to do and the reasons why everything. And I hired a VA. So, and here we are. So through my mistakes, I was able to make the best boss moves, not my way, because you guys know I rebranded this year. We used to be called Boss Moves, but now we're Boss Moves his way. So I had to go through a rebrand because I no longer moved this business, my business, his business by my thoughts, by this brain. I stopped moving it this way, and I started moving it that way, and so. You guys will, as this year goes, you guys are going to hear me continue to mix business and the Bible. Why? Because the Bible is the best personal development, the best business book you will ever read. He tells you exactly what to do. Yes, even when social media, he tells you exactly what to do. You just need to get centered, friend. Get centered and listen. Listen. Get quiet. Be obedient. Take care of your freaking self. And only care about what he thinks. What does he have to say? Don't be like me and care about what others think that have nothing to do. Their thoughts are irrelevant to where you're taking your business and where he's taking your business. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Only care about what he thinks and what he says. And if you ever be like, someone says something to you, be like, well, who said that? Because if God didn't say it, then I'm not doing it. That's what you need. Anytime you hear a thought, anytime you have a question or somebody's questioning the actions that you're making, you question yourself, okay, who is speaking? Is he speaking? Because if it's not him, then that's not the way I'm moving. And so I love you guys. And if you ever need to bounce something off, if you ever feel like you need a breakthrough call, you guys know I do the free 15-minute coaching calls. If you need that, if you just need 15 minutes of my time to bounce something off and just say, see, I feel like God is saying this, but he's saying that, and I don't know which way to go. I'll drop the link in so you guys can grab your free call with me. But freaking schedule a freaking call with me so that I can help you. So that I can freaking help you. You know, I've been there before. I've made the mistakes. And now it's time to move everything forward. Move my businesses forward. Can't believe I'm saying I have 2 businesses right now. That I get to do what I said I was going to do. Be a leader in network marketing, which I love. And be a coach. Now I get to teach it not only to the girls who are in my company, but other companies in this world. Which, that's him. Guess Courtney, that is him. That is not me. That was not me. If this was up to me, I would be in another company, not even in this new company. We would still be named Boss Moves. If this was up to me, I would still be making C's moves. Okay? And so, don't make the mistakes. Don't make the same mistakes that I made in 2020. In 2021, make different mistakes. We're not doing that again. We're not doing that again. We're going to keep moving forward. And that is why my word of the year is fearlessly surrendering. It is scary AF. You guys know I cuss. To surrender your life to God. To surrender your business to God. It's very scary. And I'm scared. But where he has taken my family this year, it scares the living mess out of me. It's so scary that I had to text my best friend today and say, this is the move. And I can't wait to share it with y'all. This is the move, and I'm nervous. I'm freaked out, but I'm doing the budget right now so that I can be free here. And my best friend was like, but wait, take me. And so I can't wait to share what's happening in the Stallworth house this year. I'm nervous. I'm excited. But I'm here to say tonight, don't make the same mistakes I made. Move forward. Get centered. Ask God what he wants for your business and move it. Move it. Okay, I'll drop my link. I'll drop my link for those of you who need, hey, Janae, for those of you who need a 15-minute free coaching session with me. Let's break through some shit. Excuse my language. Let's break through some stuff. Let's move those businesses forward. Janae, I need to message you right now. I would do it in a minute. Let's break through some stuff. Love you guys. Bye. And somebody, if I ain't dropped this link in 5 minutes, somebody message me and say, "See, drop the link."